Yo, what's going on guys, Arekkz here, welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. It's Friday, it's XUR day, which of course means I'm here to tell you guys where you can find XUR, what he has for sale, and whether or not any of those items are worth purchasing. So as always, if you guys do enjoy this, you do find it helpful, then a like would be super appreciated, and comment down below if you have any questions. Now this week, of course, you can find XUR on or in the EDZ, should I say, the same destination as the Flashpoint, so head over to there, go down to the Winding Cove landing zone, and you can then jump up here to the cliff. With that out of the way, turning your attention to his stock. Quick reminder, if you guys haven't seen the blog post that went up this week on Wednesday, I did a video on it. Basically talks about some of the changes coming to Destiny 2 around the Curse of Osiris, sometimes a little bit after, and a few things for the new year. And while it's not necessarily everything that people want right now, it is of course a step in the right direction. Now, main thing to kind of note, especially on the topic of XUR, is that as of December 12th, he will sell a few additional items. He will sell 1 engram that will allow you to get a guaranteed exotic you don't have. And he will also sell you some 3F coins, which will allow you to get an increased drop rate for some of your exotics. So hopefully it should at least make him a little bit more useful. Yes, admittedly, that will speed up the exotic acquisition process, which would then ultimately lead to him becoming useless again. But at least in the interim, if there's an item you've been chasing for a very long time, for example, Orpheus Rig for me, then it might actually come in handy. That will happen as of December 12th, so not next week, but the week after, XUR will start selling some new items. But again, if you guys want to find out all those changes, I've linked the video down below. It goes over absolutely everything that we can expect over the next few weeks and months, so definitely check that out. However, turning our attention to the weapon this week, Sweet Business. This is an exotic auto rifle. The main perk on this one is Payday, so it has a larger magazine and increased accuracy when firing from the hip. It also has polygonal rifling. It has high caliber rounds. It also has business time, so holding down the trigger boosts this weapon's range and rate of fire, and automatically loads ammo pickups into the magazine. So I appreciate a lot of you guys probably have this weapon by now, but if you're on PC and maybe you haven't picked it up, then this is definitely a good weapon. Not necessarily one of those ones that you will use for everything, but it is a fun weapon to use. It's quite different, and it's just a, generally speaking, one of the higher rated exotics when compared to some of the other options. Yes, of course, if you're going into the raid, you may still lean more into, you know, some of your obvious choices, Merciless, Cold Heart, but Sweet Business is a good weapon, so it's definitely worth picking up if you don't have it already. Plus, it's not exactly that expensive. And of course, on top of that, you have composite stock. As for the gear, once again, no Orpheus Rig. For the hunters, you have the Lucky Raspberry, an exotic chest piece. Main perk on this, Probability Matrix, increase the chaining capabilities of Arc Bolt Grenade, and has a chance to recharge it each time it deals damage. So not too bad, again, not necessarily one of the top hunter exotics, but it's also not necessarily one of the worst ones when compared to some of the other options, so it can have some use if you are using an Arc-based subclass. Moving on to the Titans, Synthoceps, these are pretty cool. The main perk on this one is of course Biotic Enhancements, increased melee lunge range, improved melee damage when surrounded. So if you are building a melee focused build, you can definitely get some value out of these, so these are a worthwhile item. As for the Warlocks, one of my favourite helmets, partly just because it looks so damn cool, but your main perk for the Skull of Diahamkara is Actual Grandeur. So it provides additional damage resistance during Nova Bomb, and Nova Bomb kills grant super energy. So if you have Void-based subclass, you can definitely get some use out of it. And again, as mentioned, it's just one of the cooler looking helmets. You basically have a cool Ahamkara skull on your head, so what's not to like? But for the time being, that's pretty much it. That is where you can find XUR this week. That's what he's got for sale. And in terms of recommendations, I would say definitely pick up Sweet Business if you don't have it. For the Titans, definitely grab Synthoceps. And for the Warlocks, that helmet is nice. For the Hunters, that's an optional one again. But either way, next week, Curse of Osiris drops, so XUR should hopefully have some new items for sale if we're lucky. And of course, there'll also be stuff to get in the engrams. For the time being, that's it. Thank you for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.